Alright, I'm out here in our bonus room, which was originally on house plans, I guess, back in 1963 or whenever. This would have been the two-car garage attached to the house. And this video is a video response for Evie, and I'm probably going to have to do 2 videos to handle my crafting space and hoard. Stash. It's a stash, ladies. Let's see. This is my husband's side of the room. He's got his workbench over there, and the shelves here in the center divide the room. But let's see. We've got insulation because, yeah, we're remodeling, and this room catches everything. So basically, I'm being bad and showing you all our junk. A couple car radios my son has dropped there. Christmas lights I haven't put up for 2 years because we'd never hardly come out here. This is one of, well, now I don't even know how many sewing machines I have. But this was my mother-in-law's sewing machine in the case there, and she said that I could just have it. And it's a Singer, one of the black ones with the decals and stuff on it. It needs some repair is why it got shoved out here. Our camp chairs for when we go to events. My son's, one of his guitar amps, sound machine. Okay, let's just skip all of my husband's stuff, and I'll start with my stash. Okay, this tower of stuff here is fabrics, all fabrics for the most part on this side of the room. I worked for Joann's for almost 6.5 years, and while there I took advantage of my discount and I took advantage of the sales. This box here was gifted to me by my son's ex-girlfriend's grandmother, and it's just got yarn and thread and stuff in it. But the rest of these are all kinds of fabric. I have home interior fabric, I have flannel, I have cotton, I have dressmakers type fabrics, just bin after bin. So let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bins there, plus all the bags on the top. This is all fabric. Might be some yarn mixed in some of these. Okay, more containers. So it's 8, 9, 10 containers. Okay, then we'll come over here. I've got some more bags. Those have yarn in them. My son's voodoo poster from when he did his 2 weeks last year. He went into New Orleans way too much, and he ended up having to pay the government an additional $2,000 back off his spending card. But he had a really good time. And there's car parts out here. This is my son's gas mask. Let's see. Body fluid disposal kit. Thank you, United States Navy. This is shopping bags that need to make its way back to my car. Pet carrier, so we can take the boys to the vet. So we were up to how many containers? 8, 9, 10. There's 11, 12, 13, 14, and then that great big blue one is 15 containers. That's nothing but fabrics. Okay? Then this corner I've got some foam where I was going to redo a chair that we no longer have. So I've got foam. The lady in the corner was a Victoria's Secrets, what do they call? I call them dummies, but I know they're mannequins. And we even had her wings. Greg, my son, brought it home. I don't know why. I keep thinking about standing her up out in the garden to scare the birds off, or squirrels maybe. Then, let's move on. This is my yarn stash. And I have yarn in several places, but I'm only going to show you these because I have like 3 totes in the front room. Oh yeah, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think there's 5 more totes of fabric in that front room too. Shh, it's hiding. I've really got to get a handle on this stuff and use it up. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tubs of yarn. Okay, and I got rid of anything. I've already gotten rid of 2 huge black bags of yarn. I just gave them to a lady on Free Cycle that said she would be glad to have it. She didn't care that it was acrylic yarn. I have some acrylic yarns left, but they are only the ones that are really soft. Like typical plain Red Heart yarn, I cannot use that anymore. It just irritates me. I like organic fibers more than the acrylics, and so I'm trying to switch to acrylic yarns only. Not acrylic yarns, natural fibers only. Trying to get away from acrylic yarns. So I need to use these up. Some of them are specialty yarns. One tub I have is nothing but, there on the bottom, it's all like fun fur and stuff like that. There's more remodel stuff out here. The new floor for the kitchen den area. See, half of this room out here was supposed to be mine for my hobbies, and one day maybe it will eventually get to that point, but we've got like a dresser that's my mom's, and Greg dragged home this stereo that it works, but I don't really want it in the house. He's got his box of uniforms, but now that he's been discharged early because he couldn't keep his weight down and he missed his time on his run. So they're looking for any excuse at all in the Navy to like boot them out right now. So Greg has got to save all of his uniforms in case he gets recalled. But in the meantime, we need to take some time and get them put up. Like he's got his duffel bags and stuff out here. So this is like probably 2 months worth of really hard work, and I could like maybe move out here and half of the room would be Scott's and half would be mine. But anyway, Evie, this is the start. This is my actual hoard area where it really looks like a hoard. And because it's out here, it's easy for us to ignore. And I'm being open and honest here. This is my hoard of fabric. And it's stuff. I go through it and periodically say, I'll go through it and I'll just get rid of things. But you know what? Every time I go through it, I fall back in love with every piece of it. You know, it's so hard to get rid of stuff you've already spent the money on. It is for me. It really is. So basically, I've got to use it up. So end of part 1. I will come back with part 2 where I'm actually in my room, and we're going to skip the stuff I have hidden in the front room where I sit at my computer. My dream is to like have my area out here and have my computer out here where I'm doing everything and I've got all my stuff around me all the time. That would be ideal. But anyway, I'm being openly honest here. This is out of control. Luckily, I work at Michael's now and everything's a lot smaller and no fabric. Fabric for me is a bad addiction. Thanks for watching, and I will come back with my room, even though it's kind of a wreck right now. And I will chat at you in a minute or so.